So in this video, we're going to be looking at dealing with a knife wound and using collar clots. Now this example here could be a dog's been slashed by a knife, or it might be that it's gone through a window and it's caused a glass cut. So what we've got here is it's slightly different sort of cut. It's not like a normal, just a straightforward incision, because the actual sides have actually opened up. So we've actually got a completely exposed area. Now this is going to bleed a lot. This is a serious bleed. Now we need to stop the bleeding as soon as possible. If we leave this open and blood's coming out, for every minute we wait, or more blood's going to come out, and it's eventually going to get to a point where the animal's lost so much blood, nothing can save it. So we need to stop the bleeding as quick as possible. So a cut like this, you're going to need the large size. It's why we'd always recommend going for the large size of a collar clot where you can. And what you can do with this is not necessarily have to put it over. You actually put the collar clot into the wound. So you can actually just literally just fold it round and pop it right into the wound, and then you can push that down, and then you can apply pressure. Remembering while you're doing this, it's going to be painful for the animal, so just make sure you don't get bitten. But just keep that in place, apply pressure, keep calm. Obviously in this stage, you must be making sure you contacted the vet to say that you've got an animal that's a very serious cut and you're going to be on the way soon. But we need to stabilize the bleeding. So once we do this, you'll very quickly see that the bleeding is stopped. The collagen sponge of the collar clot is going to be reacting with the blood. It's going to be setting solid. It's going to be making sure that the bleed doesn't come through. And also, as soon as you start working with collar clot, remember it's promoting the healing cycle. So not only are we stopping the bleed, freezing time and holding that blood in the body, but we're also promoting healing. So once it's on there and it's set and it's stopped bleeding, then you can put more bandages over the top, or maybe use the cohesive bandage to hold that dressing in place. Then you can carry the dog into the car, and remember, transport them safely when you're going to the vets, and get them to the vets as quick as possible, because this is going to need some urgent treatment to be stitched up and made sure it's all okay. When you put it on, just note the time it's happened so the vet knows what time the accident was and what time you applied the collar clot. And also you can take the collar clot packet with you so they can see exactly what it's been used on here. And it's very, very safe for the animals, so it's ideal to stop the bleed. Now this would be much, much better than any other form of hemostatic agent on a dog, because the other ones, you need to really pack the wound and you just can't get it in. Some of the other products out there just will not go into the wound and work properly. So because of this, it's on. If we sort of take that off a little bit more, so we've filled the hole up, and also it's over the top. So it's a really good pack on there. None of the other types of products will work in that way, and this one just works absolutely perfectly. So that's packing dealing with more of an open wound like this. And yes, we're dealing with the dog here, but it's any animal. You know, it's not necessarily just dogs. It'd be exactly the same. You know, with these videos, we're looking at the cut more than we are the actual type of animal that we're dealing with.